Okay, welcome to your yin yoga practice, 1 hour in length. Where are your tight spots today? What would you like to work on? Shoulders, low back. Caroline's touching her forehead. Brain. Stretch out the brain. Okay, so let's start off today in heart bed. So you want to take your block. Everyone in the studio has a block. If you're at home, you can use a stack of books or a pillow, or cushion, extra yoga mat. And you want to place the block right here in between your shoulder blades, okay? And then you're going to lie down on the block. You want your head supported, so kind of shimmy down so the back of your head can rest. And then you can bring your legs into Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of your feet together to touch. Arms wide out like a T. Now, if this is uncomfortable for your inner thighs or you have really tight hip flexors or hammies, you can take reclined pyramid pose, bringing your feet wide and knees together. Or your legs can be simply straight out. Or straight out is fine. So allowing yourself to land in between the four corners of your mat with some really deep releasing breaths. So go for inhaling through your nose, filling all the way up. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Let your exhale start to soften any tension that you're discovering in your body. As your shoulders start to soften, you could reach your arms up a little higher if that feels okay for you. So remembering that yin yoga has its own principles, but ahimsa is still the leader. So ahimsa means non-harm, self-care. You're welcome to rest out. You're welcome to basically do anything you want to do, despite my cues. And if something I instruct doesn't feel good in your body, let me know. And if you have questions, let me know. Yin is a deep practice for your mind and your body. And go ahead and generate your ujjayi breath now. Breathing in and out of your nose. You can separate your teeth slightly, let your lips stay gently closed, and let your tongue relax back towards your throat for today. I want you to take your breath deep into your chest and your upper back. And just take a moment to connect to your heart energy. And how could you align with your heart energy a little bit more for the next 1 hour? And create an affirmation for yourself using the words I am. I am love, I am loved, I'm open, I'm accepting, I am curious. And really start to breathe your intention. Every inhale, repeat your affirmation, I am. And every exhale, repeat it again. Melting down into your heart bed for a few more ujjayi breaths. Maybe lengthen your Ujjayi breath for your final few seconds here. And with your next inhale, very slowly roll over onto one side into your fetal position. Draw your knees up toward your chest. Let your head rest. Just pause here for a few breaths. You can go ahead and reach back, remove your prop, roll onto your back, and hug your knees into your chest. Gently massage your low back into the floor. Just getting into some yang movement. And pick up your left leg for your half happy baby. And continue hugging your right knee into your chest. And massage your low back into the floor. As you exhale, rock over to the side that you have your foot on and straighten your leg. Good. So left foot, there you go. And then come back to center. Let that be your inhale. And then repeat, rolling over to your left side once again. Push through your left heel, get into the hamstring, the inner thigh. And inhale back to center. Go for 3 more really big rocks. Usually if we have tension in the low back, the hamstrings are often tight. I like to incorporate a little bit of yang movement into yin. The philosophy states that the two are never separate. They're always working together. Next time you come back to center, hug both knees in, massage your low back into the floor. And as you do, notice the difference from side to side. Does your left side feel more open? Okay, continue hugging your left knee in, right leg, half happy baby. Rocking toward your right side, push through your heel. Inhale, roll it back to center. Continue to flow with your Ujjayi breath. One more, kick it out. Come back to center and now take your full happy baby pose. A few rocks from side to side here, getting deep into your hip flexors, both hamstrings. Hug both knees into your chest. Place your left foot on the floor. Right ankle comes to your left thigh for figure 4. Now, if you are here with your left foot down and you feel a stretch through your right hip, perhaps that is your edge. If you want to go deeper, you'll pick up your left leg and just let your right leg relax. This is your first yin posture. So you want to be at your edge in stillness. We're going to hold here for 2 minutes. A little bit of yang energy for your hands. Try to let everything else relax. Every inhale, repeat your affirmation. And also repeat it with each exhale. Being mindful to not feel this hip stretch in your right knee at all. If you feel it in your right knee, you can bring your left foot back down to the floor, or you could go for a more yang version of this pose, which is to dorsiflex the right foot. 1 minute to go. And release. Bring your feet mat width apart and flow into some windshield wipers, dropping your knees down to one side with your exhale. Look over your opposite shoulder. Inhale back to center and exhale to your opposite side. Next time your knees are at center, pause. Bring your left ankle to your right thigh. Ask yourself, where is my edge here? And then go right into it, dropping into stillness for your 2-minute hold. Being mindful of your left knee. One minute to go. And on this side, release your left leg to the floor. Hug your right knee into your chest. Just let your left leg relax. Wind removing pose. So working to gently guide, not pull, your right knee in towards your right armpit. 90-second hold. Feel the pinch. Just let your left leg relax. Just let your body melt into the repetition of your I am affirmation. Take one more big breath in, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, exhale, sigh out. Slowly slide your left leg back up. Hug both knees into your chest and massage your low back into the floor. Just notice any softening that's occurred, any opening. Release your right leg down for your wind removing pose. Let your right leg relax. Hug your left knee towards your left shoulder. Drop into stillness, 90-second hold. Ujjayi breath. One more big breath in. Open your mouth, sigh out, and release to bringing both knees bent, the soles of your feet to your mat, arms at a T. Yang movement into your wide wipers. Exhaling, dropping your knees down to one side, looking over one shoulder. Notice when your exhale shifts to an inhale, and then slowly bring your knees back up and drop to your opposite side. You can go ahead and hug your knees into your chest and start to rock and roll up and down your spine, massaging your low back, mid back, upper back, and rocking yourself up to seated into your half pigeon pose. So your right leg can go forward like so. Keep your right foot relaxed. Now, if you come forward and that impacts your knee with any pain, pulling, or pressure, I want you to bring some dorsiflexion to the right foot. If this still bothers your knee, you can flip on your back and do a second round of your figure four. We're gonna go for a 4-minute hold. Melt down into your left hip flexors and your right hip. You can always place your block under your right hip or with your forehead. Relax your hands, shoulders, neck, face, jaw, throat, mind, and heart. Bow into your I am affirmation. You're halfway there. 2 more minutes. Thirty more seconds. Next inhale, rise up slowly. You'll drop onto your right hip and slowly switch sides from your seated position. So swinging your left leg forward. Go slow. No choice, right? After that 4-minute hold. And into your other side. And just take your time to set up in your edge. And sometimes this is an edge. Depending on what's going on in your body, it's totally okay. Remember, it's less about what it looks like and more about how it feels for you. So as long as you're feeling a gentle stretch in your left hip, or perhaps your inner thighs or hip flexors, you're good. Time has started. 4-minute hold. Bring your breath. Soften your hands, your shoulders. Take a swallow to relax your throat, relax your mind and heart. Just hear the whisper of your ujjayi breath and let it remind you of your I am affirmation. Every inhale, every exhale. Halfway there. One more minute. With your next inhale, slowly rise up to seated. And what you'll do here is slide your left leg back, and you're moving into Sphinx pose. Your next yin posture. This will be your final low back pose before we shift into shoulders. So remember, for this posture, it's helpful to have your prop with you if you want. You can bring your forehead down to your prop. Makes it a little more yin. If it feels better to hold your head up, you most certainly can. So the arms are always yang, right? There's a little bit of effort happening there. And you want to keep your pelvis, your glutes, and your low back and legs totally soft, so your low back can receive the compression. Holding here for 2 minutes. Bring your breath. Thirty more seconds. If you want to deepen this, you could go into a more yang style, really pushing your arms down to the earth, or even straightening your elbows and taking your full seal pose. If you straighten and your glutes turn on, you've pushed too far. Couple more breaths. One more big breath in, and exhale, slowly release. Fold your hands or bring your forehead to your hands. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Bring your right arm out beside you for broken wing. Getting into the shoulders a little deeper now. Your left leg can bend and your foot can plant down behind you. Holding here for 2 minutes. So if your right arm starts to go tingly, you've gone past your edge, so you'll have to ease up a little bit. Just let your right shoulder compress. And see if you can feel your right shoulder blade slide up toward your spine with every exhale. One more minute. Slowly release. Your Advasana, folding your hands, forehead to your hands. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs. Place your legs down. Left arm is out like an airplane wing. And slowly roll over your arm. Your right leg can bend up and over. 2-minute hold. Okay, slowly release to your belly. Follow me here. Slide your left arm underneath your right and roll over onto your back and hug both knees into your chest. Once you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest. Just feel the opening, the softening. Release your left leg now to the floor and take your supine twist. Right leg across your body, right arm up and out, maybe a little higher than an airplane wing, if that feels okay for your shoulder. So I want you to target both areas of the class. Hip, right shoulder. Holding for 4 minutes. Create stillness at your edge. Remember, the more oxygen you take in, the more your body will open up and release. One more minute. Very slowly return to your back body, feet wide. And with the guidance of your Ujjayi breath, flow into your wide windshield wipers, shifting your gaze over your opposite shoulder. Inhale, rising up the center. Exhale, dropping to one side. And as you windshield wiper your legs and shift your gaze, notice the difference from your right shoulder, left shoulder, right hip, and left hip. Next exhale, hug both knees in. Notice if your right leg comes a little closer than your left. And release your right leg down, hug your left knee in, and drop into your supine twist. Again, targeting your left hip and left shoulder. Your 4-minute hold starts now. Recall your I am affirmation with every breath. Two minutes to go. Very, very slowly release. Take it back into your wide windshield wipers. Hug both knees into your chest. And release for your final Shavasana. Take your legs a little wider than normal. Arms wide. If this does not feel relaxing for your low back, you can take your reclined pyramid pose. And start off with a really deep breath in through your nose, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Just let your whole entire body melt down. Allow your natural breath to resume.
Bring some gentle movement back into your body, slowly awakening. Take a deep breath in through your nose, sigh out through your mouth. Bring the soles of your feet to your mat and take a few rounds of your windshield wipers. Landing on your left hand side into fetal position. The left side connects us to our yin energy. Let's take a moment to notice all of the insights that you've gathered and experienced throughout this class. You can use your hands to gently guide yourself up to a seated position. Placing your hands to Anjali Mudra in prayer in front of your heart, joining your left and right hands together, yin and yang sides. Let's take a moment to reconnect to that heart energy you connected with at the beginning of class, perhaps aligning with an affirmation you can bring with you off of your mat and into the rest of your day. Closing your practice with one big breath in, long, full breath out, and with much love and gratitude from my heart to yours. Namaste. How's everybody feeling?